Hey everyone, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Oz Chris, here with a review of The Amazing Spider-Man number 5, the quote-unquote end of Spencer's first story arc with Spidey. So, how did he do? Well, consistently throughout throughout his first run with Amazing Spider-Man, he's done a great job. I'm not going to lie, I've I love what he's done with Spider-Man so far. Much more than Dan Slott. I've tried Dan Slott's stuff. Uh, did not like a lot of them. I did like Spider-Verse for the majority, but a lot of Slott stuff I just could not get into. Spencer's, I was hesitant because it's Nick Spencer, the guy that thought turning Captain America into a Hydra agent was a good idea. So, skeptical at first, but having read Amazing Spider Man, it does seem like it. Now, still going to be cautious, but it does seem like Spidey is in at least capable hands. I'm not going to say good hands or safe hands. He's at least in capable hands. Uh, so for this issue, the whole uh, discount clone saga ends here. Peter, Peter, Peter and Spidey will die if they are not fused back together. So Peter decides on a way to essentially trick Spider-Man into fusing back with him. Uh, which definitely the story, I definitely enjoyed the kind of dynamic between the two. It shows that Peter is Pete, Peter is the brains of the two. Obviously, he is able to quickly outwit his Spider-Man in order to fuse back with him, while Spider-Man is just the ego. He's the ego. He's the instinct, and it definitely shows why both of them need to be together. You can't have Peter Parker without Spider-Man. You can't have Spider-Man without Peter Parker. They are one person. They need to be together. It's there can be like there are other Spider-Mans, but there can never be another Peter Parker that is just, how would I say, essential to Spider-Man, to the whole personality of Spider-Man. It needs the Peter Parker there as well. And for the story, so I think Spencer definitely did a good job with the first story. Otley's art has definitely been amazing. Has been great. Amazing. uh, sorry for that, but yeah, it's definitely been good. My only, I would say, issue with Amazing Spider-Man is that there's a secondary subplot. The whole someone's recruiting everyone to for their own reasons, and it happens to involve Spider-Man. It's slightly addressed in this, but it's not resolved. That would be my only problem. Like, um, it definitely seemed like Spencer started two plots, and yeah, Spencer started two plots and resolved one of them, and the other one, I assume the other one's going to be a overarching plot throughout different story arcs, I guess. I wish that it was more addressed in this issue, but it seemed like he just wanted to focus on uh, his clone saga essentially. So I definitely like this issue despite that problem. I've been liking every issue of Amazing Spider-Man so far. If you can, I've said this numerous times. If you can overlook what Spencer did to Captain America, all his actions, everything that Spencer has done, uh, definitely pick up Amazing Spider-Man. It is a good series. I enjoyed this much more than Dan Slott's run. You know, Dan Slott has been on Spider-Man for like what, almost 10 years. Uh, in that 10 years, the stuff that Slott has done in those 10 years. I'm going to quote Phil Swift of Flex Tape fame. That's a lot of damage, and it's going to be hard for someone to continue after what Slott has been doing with Spider-Man for almost 10 years. So far, what Spencer has shown is that Spider-Man is in at least incapable hands. I'm not ready to give the guy an award, a gold medal for everything. Everything's not forgotten, but at least Spider-Man is actually a good series again. It's not, people aren't just picking it up because it's a iconic character. Like, I know hearing people that don't like Dan Slott's stuff, they're just like, oh, I just only pick it up because I want all of Spider-Man because it's Spider-Man. I need to have every Spider-Man issue, even if it's Slott, even if I don't like him. It's like, you shouldn't really have to do that unless you're like a full-on hardcore collector. You should continue collecting a series if you actually like it, if you actually enjoy it. And with Spider-Man, after this first story arc, I'm definitely going to continue reading Spider-Man. It is a good series. I'm not going to lie. It is definitely a good series from what Spencer, Otley, and the team have done so far with the character. It's with the slew of like a lot of bad titles in Marvel, at least Spider-Man seems to be rising out from that pile, ever so slowly. It's not going to be quick. There could be a lot of roadblocks along the way, but possibly Spider-Man can be great again. One day, he can actually be amazing. Just had to put another use of the word amazing there, but let's end it there. That's it for this review. That's it for the first story arc of Spider-Man. Can't recommend this enough. That's it for the video. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Leave a comment. What are your thoughts? Have you been reading Spider-Man as well? Or if Eric just wants to say hi to Spider-Side every time. Check out my previous videos. Follow me on Twitter if you want. And I will see you all next time.